Hello everyone. Sorry about the hair. I just got out of the shower. Now, this is the first ever segment in my channel that I will be building a PC. Thank you to a patron called Justin. His name is Justin, not called Justin. His name is Justin. He is a friend of mine that I've been knowing since high school. Yeah, high school. And apparently he wanted me to build a PC for him on a budget of $1,000. And as the parts are shown right here, let me see. Yep, we got a 800 watt power supply, just in case he wants a lot more upgrades. A Steel Legend B450M motherboard by ASRock. A GeForce GTX 1660, 6GB, but it's a mini one because it would be needed for a Mini-ITX, MicroATX case, which I'm going to be using. Right, we're going to be using a Ryzen 7 2700X, and reason why is because, you know, $1,000 budget, I needed to fix that up. This is a 2666 megahertz DDR4 16 gig RAM kit from Vengeance, and it's going to be great with all of this. I mean, as a budget build. And then we have as the case, let me see if I could angle it right. Yep, there you go. It's going to be the DEEPCOOL MATREXX 30 MicroATX case, and we will be more than happy to put it in there because it will look clean as hell. Oh, I'll see you guys after the build is done, and we'll check it out. I'll talk more about the specs by then. Thank you. I also would like to make an apology to my brother in the PC building universe. Yeah, sorry, Brad. It's not CCX, it's just the communication between each individual CPU included in a CPU. Yeah. So that's just the amount of communication that they would have and how fast it would go between each CPU or each core in a CPU, which is basically around the same what I've explained, but just to clarify, that's what it actually is. CCX being the term. I want to go ahead and look at the IO shield design. Oh, it looks like Minecraft, and in the middle center, ASRock. Okay, well, on to building. See here, everything is almost installed. This is how it would look inside the case. Now, with the glass panel right there, obviously I'm going to be taking out the sticker, etc., etc. But this is basically a kind of okay picture of what you're going to be seeing, with this being LED and lighting up. But yeah, just a quick run through of how it looks. And at this point, I have given up on cable managing since there's not a lot of space or holes to really manage these cables. Aside from that, everything looks pretty great. It's all set up, and I'll do my best on trying to manage these cables, that way it wouldn't be in the way. The computer's done, but management is not the best. Yeah, that's because it does not have a lot of little holes to put anything in through. So it's just gonna have to do like this for right now until we get an upgrade for the case, and then etc., etc. Small mess, but yeah, I'm gonna have to just run it on this 1080p monitor just to test bench it or something. Here's my 2K, beautiful as ever. No, but aside from that, I'm gonna be using my old mouse right here, and I'm gonna be booting it up right now, and I'm also gonna be using my little keyboard. Yeah, aside from that, let's check out the results. Moment of truth. PSU probably. Let's see here. Yep, it's probably working right now. Let's see the results. 3, 2, 1, and power on. What? Oh my gosh, how I build. I didn't. I was like, holy shit. Oh god. It's actually able to power on and everything. it's working perfect. Apparently the ATX power supply cord was a little loose, but God, it looks beautiful. Okay, now time to run it and start up Windows 10 on this shit thing, because this thing kept on cycle booting. That means it kept on turning on for a couple of seconds, and then it kept on turning off and off and on and off and off and on, but it would never display. Now, what I did was detach the RAM, retach the RAM, detach the GPU, retach the GPU, and then for some reason it decided to work now, magically. So yeah, thank you Linus Tech Tips for helping me, and you're booting my system now. Thanks. Let's get on to Windows, and everything is booting up. Look at that amazing little thing. Look at all the RGB. Sadly, I couldn't even, like I said, sadly, I couldn't even cable manage, but the good news is that, you know, it looks great, and it's working. Amazing. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and run some games, or if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and run a benchmark and probably test it out. Maybe. Don't know if I have the time for that, because my customer wants this PC immediately, and I'm okay with that because it's going to perform very well, especially with a terabyte SSD. At least his Windows will be booting up, you know, a lot faster than HDD. Okay, well, I'll keep you updated. Also, including this, apparently it has a back plate fan that circulates air. The good news, let me show you. As you see, the fan for the CPU, and then the fan right there, which is on the back plate. Yeah, at least you have an extra fan for better airflow.